How to study so fast it feels like cheating. The ultimate study hacks you need to know. Imagine this. You walk into an exam feeling completely relaxed, knowing that you've studied smarter, not harder. The questions seem easy, like they were made just for you. You finish the test in half the time, and as you leave, you feel like you've cracked the code to studying. How did you do it? Well, here's the secret. Studying so fast that it almost feels like cheating isn't about shortcuts. It's about mastering techniques that make your brain absorb information at lightning speed. And today, I'm going to share those techniques with you. We've all been there. The night before an exam, staring at a mountain of notes and wondering how in the world we're supposed to memorize all of this. It feels overwhelming. But what if I told you that it's possible to study in a way that feels so efficient? You'll be wondering why you didn't learn these tricks sooner. The key isn't about how long you study, but how you study. Today, I'm going to show you methods that will help you study faster, remember more, and feel confident when you sit down for that test, all without burning out or cramming for hours. Trust me, once you implement these tips, you'll feel like you've cracked the study code, and you might even start feeling like you're cheating the system. 1. The Pomodoro Technique. Time is your best friend. First up, we have the Pomodoro Technique, a game changer for studying. It's simple. You work in focused bursts of 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 sessions, you take a longer break, about 15 to 30 minutes. This method works wonders because it keeps your brain from getting fatigued and helps maintain focus. The best part? The breaks actually make you work faster. Why it feels like cheating? Your brain stays sharp and doesn't get bogged down with hours of endless study. You'll get more done in less time, and with each break, you come back recharged and ready to absorb more. 2. Active recall. Turning your brain into a spongy memory machine. Active recall is one of the most powerful study techniques out there. Instead of passively reading your notes or textbooks over and over again, active recall involves testing yourself on the material you've just learned. It's a way to force your brain to retrieve information, which strengthens your memory. Why it feels like cheating? By actively recalling the material, you're training your brain to remember it faster and more effectively, which means you can retain more with less time spent studying. It's like giving your brain a workout that makes it stronger and quicker at remembering details. How to do it? After reading a section of your notes, close the book and try to summarize everything you just learned without looking at your notes. If you miss something, go back and review that area. 3. Space repetition. The secret to long-term memory. If you want to study so fast it feels like cheating, you need to leverage space repetition. This technique involves reviewing material at increasing intervals over time. You don't review everything at once. Instead, you revisit concepts at specific intervals, which helps to lock them into long-term memory. Why it feels like cheating? Space repetition ensures that you're always reviewing information at the optimal time, so you're always one step ahead in retaining what you've learned. It's scientifically proven to help you retain information with less effort, meaning you'll study faster without sacrificing your memory. How to do it? Use a flashcard app like Anki or Quizlet that is designed to use space repetition. You can create cards for terms, formulas, or any concept you need to memorize. The app will prompt you to review cards at specific intervals, optimizing your study sessions. 4. Mind mapping. Turning complex information into simple visuals. Mind mapping is one of the best ways to quickly break down complex concepts and see how everything connects. Start by writing down the main topic in the center of a page and branch out with subtopics and related ideas. This creates a visual representation of the information that makes it easier to understand and memorize. Why it feels like cheating. It allows you to see the big picture in seconds, making it easier to understand and recall information quickly. With everything laid out visually, you won't waste time flipping through pages of notes to find key ideas. How to do it. Grab a piece of paper and write down the main subject or concept you're studying in the middle. Draw branches for the main ideas, and keep branching out with details and supporting information. You can even add colors and images to make it even more memorable. 5. Teach what you've learned. The ultimate test. One of the most underrated study hacks is teaching what you've just learned to someone else. Whether it's a study buddy or even just explaining it out loud to yourself, teaching forces you to truly understand the material. Why it feels like cheating. When you teach something, you're forced to organize the material and present it clearly. This is how you submit your knowledge and reinforce your understanding. If you can teach a concept easily, it means you know it backwards and forwards. It's the ultimate test of comprehension and speed. How to do it. After you study a section, explain it out loud like you're teaching it to a friend. Break it down into easy-to-understand chunks, and see if you can explain the material in the simplest way possible. 6. Chunking. Break information into bite-sized pieces. Chunking involves breaking down large amounts of information into smaller, more manageable chunks. For example, if you're memorizing a long list of facts or numbers, try to group them into categories or patterns. Why it feels like cheating. Instead of memorizing one long string of numbers or facts, you're making connections between pieces of information, which helps your brain process it faster. Chunking reduces cognitive overload, meaning you can study more efficiently and with better retention. How to do it. Take a complex topic and break it into smaller categories. For instance, if you're studying a history chapter, chunk it by events, key figures, and themes. This allows you to recall the information faster and more effectively. 7. Environment and focus. The ultimate hack for speed. You can study all you want, but if your environment isn't conducive to focus, you're going to waste a lot of time. That's why it's important to create a distraction-free study space. Whether it's a quiet corner of your home or a library, your surroundings play a huge role in how quickly you can study. Why it feels like cheating. By eliminating distractions, you can focus solely on your studies, which makes your study time exponentially more productive. You're no longer wasting time trying to get back on track every time you get distracted. How to do it. Set up your study area in a way that's free from distractions. Put your phone on airplane mode. Use apps that block distracting websites, and keep your environment organized so you can focus entirely on the task at hand. If you found these study tips helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more study hacks and tips. And as always, let me know in the comments below which tip you're going to try first. Let's ace those exams together.